This is Jerry. Welcome to another lesson on JavaScript. This lesson will show you how to multiply as many numbers as you want. So to begin, we need to declare a variable. We'll call this numbers. We'll set this to an array. And then inside these brackets, we need to set a series of or any numbers that we want to multiply together and will give us a result. So we need like 3 comma 3 comma 2 comma 4 comma 10, and if you multiply 3 times 3 times 3 times 2 times 4 times 10, this should equal 720. So we will need another variable to compute the result of this multiplication. And as you can see, arrays, you can have as many numbers inside the bracket. So we can have the result to be called multiply something, and then we need to set that equal to 1, so that it's whatever has been multiplied, this variable multiply will be updated to as the result. So if it was just 3 in there, it will be 3 times 1 is 3. So we need a loop. We can have the for loop, like so. Set this var, give this something called, let's call this I, or you can say the index, whatever variable. And we will need to start, and we'll set this to 0, and have the index is less than the numbers dot length, which is the maximum element in the array. So if we count how many numbers that are in the array, we have 5. So anything less than 5 will be computed. Semicolon. Then we need to update the index so that the loop can keep going until it's false. So okay, like so. Then so the result will be multiply is set to multiply, which is the previous the current value 1, times the the times is the symbol. It's just above the 8 on your keyboard, on the Windows keyboard, times and we need to access the value in the array. So we say numbers with the bracket, just to denote which element that we're computing, element, and we're computing all the elements. So that's what we need. So index because this index represents the position in the array. So the first position in 3 here, that's highlighted right here, is 0. It starts at 0, and then the next 3 is 1. The 2 position is 2, is in position 2. The fourth number is in position 3, and then the 10th number is in position 4. So you have 5 elements, because an array index always starts at 0. So as you can see, the multiply variable gets updated at every loop. So as you can see, so if it was just 3, like we said, 3, this will be 3. Put a comma, semicolon, say 3. This multiplication here, this right here, will be 3. Well, let's do it this way. Let's match this equation. So it'd be the result. Okay, 1 right here. As of here, this variable is 1 times. So after it's been updated, it goes. So it just computes 1 times the numbers, and inside this bracket here is 0 from the first for the first loop. So it's looking at 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. And then, so multiply becomes 3. So for now, indexes, since index, now this for the second loop. So if so say index is 1 and index is less than 5, it's true. So it's this, so index bumps up again, becomes the next index in the element, which and then index here, yeah, index is 1 as well. Once after the first loop of this index is, once this variable becomes 1, then this here is the element, is the second element in the array, which is to the other 3. So this becomes 3. So this is, so multiplies 3, and you have 3. 1 second. 3 times the 3, which is 9. So multiply becomes 9. And then 2, and then, yeah, for 9. And then it does the same 1, I mean for 2, where we are at 2 now. The index is 2, which was updated. Then 2 is less than numbers.length. So this is 9 times, yeah, the current multiply variable times this here, numbers.index, which was 2, 18, and then so on. 4 was it 18, and then 18 times 4 is 72, and then 72 of the current multiplication times the fourth element in the array, which is 10. So the new result is 720, and that's what we want. So okay, let's put this back into 1, and we need to display it. So we need document dot write, get numbers. We'll use the join method, ampersand, pound 215, which is the symbol for semicolon for multiplication, the multiplication symbol. Then concatenation plus equal, so we need to just display it nicely on the screen, concatenation plus, and then the result, which is the updated multiplied variable. And ended there. Yeah, so we can go ahead and save it. Then let's run it in Chrome. Okay, as you see, 3 times 3 times 2 times 4 times 10 is 720. Then if we can go back, we can just play with the function, the array, like we said, just you want to test it. So let's say 3 times 3, and that should be 9. And if we go back to the browser and then we just refresh it, 3 times 3 is 9. Let's go back. And then let's say put some crazy number like 3 times 4 times 5 times 6 times 7 times 9, and then times 50, and this should equal to 1,134,000. So you can input as many numbers inside the array. We can save it. Let's go back to browser, refresh. It's gonna be very long. 3 times 4 times 5 times 7 times 9 times 50 equals 1,134,000. Note that, well, it doesn't have a comma, but in another video I will probably show you more about formats and all of that stuff. But in this case, just to demonstrate how many numbers you can input into an array, and you can use this as some sort of like a calculator or something. Yeah, so there you have it. Thank you for watching. We have completed our lesson. You are welcome to subscribe, comment, and share. You may go to the discussion area for the requests about any web programming lessons or projects you would like me to show you.